That what is ratio? Ratio was taught us in class 8 in standard 8. So it is the meaning of ratio. Let me explain in details. Before explain it, I would say something. What about it? I would say something in detail. So we will break down it as much as will be possible to explain it. Regarding this, whatever words will come, then those words will be covered by me, and uh, uh, you will focus. You will understand very carefully. Okay. Ratio. Here, ratio. With ratio, there is a also word. You can say there is a in link. What? Comparing. Comparing quantities. Comparing quantities. Now tell me, what's the difference between ratio and comparing quantities? Quantities. There is nothing different. It is just this comparing quantities. There are two words, this and this. There are two words. These words are telling us something about the ratio. It is meaning. It is meaning in other word. Uh, it is a it is a explanation of this word ratio. Ratio, which means comparing two quantities, four quantities. Okay, comparing two quantities. Okay, comparing two quantities is a meaning of ratio. But there are some conditions which we need to follow. Then we will have a ratio of something. Of a something. Okay, what? So here we are comparing two quantities. We are comparing what? Two quantities. Two quantities. Let's say. mm, let's say height. Boy's height. Height of boys. And weight of boys. So here we are comparing two quantities. Which one is height of boys? This is one, and second is weight of boys. So here, this height and weight. There are two. So here it is saying what height of something cannot be compared with other aspects. If we are comparing one thing, so that thing should be with the other thing. Here we are comparing height of boys. So with another, there should be height, not other things. Okay, not other thing. So remember here height and here we are looking weight. So there are difference. They are different. That's why we can't. It can't be compared to each other. That's why we need to remember. We need to focus that whatever we are comparing. So comparing point should be same. Here we are not comparing boys. We are not comparing boys. Or else instead we are comparing what height of boys. So here there is a contrast of voice, cancer adjective. We are comparing heights of voice. So here comparing pointer of something should be same in both side. In both side. This side, this side. So here instead of comparing weight with the height, we will have to write what a height. So comparing pointer will be written same height. Okay. Remember what? Comparing points should be same. Look. Here in mathematics, it is written in mathematics, height of boys is 10, 10 meter. Let's just say 10 meter. Height of boys, this is again 16 meter. 16 meter. 16 meter. 16 meter, okay. So here, this is a meter of a height of boys. This is a meter also of a boy. Okay. Here we are looking what this. This is called what unit. This is called unit. This meter is called unit, and already we are familiar with the units. Units are meter, centimeter, kilometer, meter, liter, like that. So okay. So what is the meaning of my word? I am telling you. I am trying to tell you that unit also should be same. Then there will be what ratios. There will be ratios. Ratio. If units of comparing quantities are same, then there would be ratio. If units, what if units of comparing quantities are not same, then we can say that is not a ratio. That is not ratio until unit are same. Until units are same. So here, what quantities things should be same. Units should be same to make a ratio. Now to represent ratio, there is used what this end. This is 2 point. Uh, this 2 point is also uh, uh, taught in punctuation of English subject. So yeah, we are talking about in this context. So ratio can be represented by this end. Ratio can be represented by this end, and it is pronounced. It is pronounced in English to say is to. To say is to. Remember, this is a end. This is what end. And this is to pronounce it we use h2 let's say 10 meter is to 16 meter, 10 is to 16, like that. So to write this in a ratio we write like that, 10 ratio 10 you can say also that 10 ratio 16. Uh, instead it will be better that what 10 is to 16 ratio of what 10 is to 16, like that. So here representing of ratio is this, and the pronounce of this is this. Okay. Comparing of things should be same in both sides, as well as units of ratio should be same in both sides. Now, let's just say there is a 2 meter and so centimeter. This is a statement. This is a statement, and it is the same. Statement is the same that convert it into ratio. Convert it into ratio. Already it is saying that it is not ratio. Even we can check it that there is a what 2 meter and other side 100 centimeter. Here we need to what observe that we have studied what quantities of things should be same in both sides. So here quantities. Here they are not mentioned of quantities. Okay. So here units now. Next term is units. So here unit one is meter and second unit one is what centimeter. So units are different. To make same we now what we just need to convert one unit into another, from which we can from which statement can be what units of two quantities can be same. So here two meters, so it can be converted into centimeter because there is a centimeter. So here statement should be here statement would be what cent. Otherwise we can convert it into meter. It depends on you. If you want to convert this, then to convert it, we will convert into centimeter because we should put the centimeter. 2 meter, to convert it as centimeter, already we know we just multiply 100 by given number. So it would be 200. So now this is not a meter. We converted it into centimeter. That's why we there will be applied what centimeter. Now we have what 2 centimeter, then upon 100 centimeter. Then we will cancel it 2 centimeter. 2 upon. This is ratio. This is what ratio. It can be written like that. To ratio. Otherwise, 2 centimeter that is to 1 centimeter. This is ratio. This is what the ratio. Clear? So here statement was in meter and in centimeter. We converted meter into centimeter to make a ratio of this given statement, and finally we have a ratio of this statement, which is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. Now next. What next? Percentage. Percentage. Is word correct or not? Percentage. Percentage. Now it's a time to understand percentage. Uh, Look what we are understanding in slide of ratio. Now in your mind uh, what would be coming, that link of connection of a percentage is with a ratio. Yeah, you are correct. Now let's break down it. What is the meaning of a percentage? It is also ratio. Okay, remember percentage is also ratio, and we represented what numerator by denominator. So numerator by denominator is a fraction, fraction. Okay. So fraction is a what? Numerator by denominator. Numerator by denominator. Numerator by denominator. Remember, Denominator is also what 100 in the case of a percentage. Percentage is already a function, no, fraction. And fraction is what? Numerator upon denominator. Ratio is also fraction. Ratio is also percentage. No. Percentage is also ratio. Ratio can be converted into percentage and percentage can be converted into ratio. We will understand it about it. Before that, we are trying to understand what is the exact meaning of a percentage. Uh, Percentage is a ratio. Okay, earlier we are clear. Percentage is a ratio, and we understood that ratio is what something upon something. One thing more. What? Uh, we have written we had written what 200 upon 100 like that. So here this is also ratio, this is also function, this is also what percentage of it can be written what 200%, 200%. It can be spoken what 200%. It is also what fraction fraction. It is also fraction. Why? Because explanation of fraction is what numerator upon denominator. Yes, this is numerator upon denominator. This is a fraction. As well as it is what percentage. So here we can clearly say that percentage is nothing but a number of given number which is in numerator upon 100. Upon 100 is a percentage. Is the definition of a percentage. Okay, and we have understood that 200 upon something can be written in a ratio which is 2 like that. This is 200 is to 100. Okay, like that. So here I am trying to understand. I am trying to teach you that ratio is also what a function, and the ratio is also written in the form of a function. Okay, in the form of fraction. Now let's come on our topic. So here percentage is also what a ratio, and percentage is also a function in which your number of a denominator is always 100 of in the case of a percentage. So number of a denominator will be always what 100 and numerator would be different. For example, yeah, 56 upon 100. So we are showing that this we are telling to people that 56% is of 56%. So this is equal to 56% like that. So this is a hint of 100 which is in denominator side. Okay, so 56 upon 100. So this is how percentage is represented. Percentage is represented. Okay. Uh, Whenever percentage comes to your mind, then you need to describe that percentage or something number upon denominator which is 100. Okay, like that, which is 100. Understood? And remember, as no unit. Percentage doesn't have uh, any unit. Doesn't have any unit. Okay. Uh, as we understood that ratio is represented in this form, as well as percentage is also represented in this form. This is the end of this, and this is the end of this. Clear? And how to represent a ratio in mathematics? By this name. How to represent a percentage in mathematics? By this end. Okay? By this end. So here, if we are writing 56 upon 100, so here we are showing that there are being compared two quantities to each other. 56, 100 is a 100 is a full. 56% is what? 56% is from 100. So here they are comparing two quantities. Which one is 56 and second is 100. Okay, second is 100. So it is also what? Comparing part. Okay, it is also comparing part. And it is represented by this end. Okay, so this is what? This is a percentage, and this is also percentage. Okay, this is also percentage. Exact is exact. This is exact. Okay, this is exact. And I told you that percentage can be converted into ratio, and ratio can be converted into percentage as well. We will have questions based on this. Before questions, we need to understand this. Example. This is question. Okay, let's understand this. Uh, what is it saying? There are five. There are five oranges. Five oranges. In box. Okay. Out of 25 fruits. From 25 fruits, there are how much? Five oranges. There are five oranges. So percentage of oranges is how much? 20%. Is how much? 20%. 20%. So this is in form of a percentage. Okay. This is in form of a percentage. It can be told. It can be told by saying 20 upon 100. We can say that 20 upon 100. Now, by saying 20 upon 100, we can understand that 20 from 100, 20 from 100, 20 fruits from 100. Okay. Here, we have how much? 5 oranges from 25. So this is a full. This is a full. And this is a number. This is a something from full. from 4. So 5 is from 25 and 25 is a complete. 25 is complete. So 5 from 25. So 5 upon 25. Now it is telling that what 5 oranges are from 25. Then how much would be fruits? 20 fruits accept 5 oranges. It can be simplified to represent what a ratio 1 5. Finally there is what 1 upon 5. It is showing us uh, that what 1 times oranges, number of oranges is how much time? 5 times. 5 times less. Number of oranges is 5 times less from 25. 5 times less. And number of oranges is how much? 1 times from 5 times. Okay, this is old. And here, this is 1 times from 5 times. Okay, from 5 times. Now let's take some recipe. Now there are two questions and convert it into question. Look, let's begin from one. Start. Convert the ratio. This is ratio. Already know how? Because this is end of a ratio. 4 is to 5 or 2%. Convert it into percentage. So we have given 5, which is ratio. And to convert it in percentage, there should be but denominator 100. Denominator 100 to have a percentage. Okay, to have a percentage. So can it be written 4 upon 5? Of course, 4 upon 5 or 5 is to ratio is equal to each other. Okay. Now to make denominator 100, we will multiply it from how much? From how much? We need to think 5 tens of 50. So 5 25 is 100. 25. So remember, what fraction should not be changed. Fraction should not be changed. As question is saying, as a question have given what fraction, so that fraction should be same, not change. So here we are multiplying 20 with the denominator, as well as we will multiply 20 with the numerator. Now 20 will get cancelled out. Then we will have 4 upon 5. And it is also told us that there is one equation. There are two sides, LHS, RHS. If we are adding something else in one side, Then as well as we will add this same uh, font in other side, so that question should not what should not be changed. Similar here, if we are adding something, let's just say 10 number in denominator, then 10 should be in numerator. Okay, so that our fraction can't be changed. Now we multiplied 20 with a given denominator number, so that denominator is so that denominator can be 100. Okay, 20 was 80 upon 20 was 80 upon 100. Clear? Now we are able to say that this is 80%. Percentage of this is how much? 80%. This is end of percent, and this is 100 is what this. Clear? Do you understand? This is how ratio is converted into percentage. Now express. It's a time to convert a percentage into ratio. Percentage given is 125. This is given. Already you know it can be written 125 upon 100. Yeah, there is a no dot. Now to make it a ratio, we simplify it. Uh, it can cancel. It can be cancelled by 5. 25 are 25 are 25 25. So 5 twos are, and what 2 5 5 times are. Yeah, again again 5 fours are and 5 fives, 5 upon 4. Finally there is what 5 upon 4. This is ratio. It can be written in form 5 is to 4. So we converted it from given percentage into ratio. Okay. And there is another. So 125 is the percentage. That can be written 125 upon 100. Then we 100 upon 100 can be simplified. Then finally there would be what 5 4. 5 upon 4 is a finally ratio. So this is how a given ratio can be converted into percentage, as well as a given percentage will be converted into ratio. This is all. Okay, just have a look. Now next, Look at this question and read carefully. What is the design? First step is to root question. When we have clarity regarding this, then we will have some step to solve it. Hammer at how much? There is no number. Number is a fraction. Hammer at third third upon 5 of a page and next at about this of the other of a similar size. Wait more. Wait more. Hammer at how much? Okay. This is in fraction as well as this is in ratio. When we will have a percentage, it can be told. It could have it. It can be told, but denominator is not same. Number of denominator is not same. That's why it can't be told exact wo it more. So there would be a denominator same, number of denominators same thing. Can be said that yeah, wo it more. So in our mind is coming that let's make a denominator same. So what percentage is it? Next, what Dinesh? Dinesh 8, how much? 5.8. Denominator, number of denominators are not same. So to make the denominator 100, we will multiply 20. Yeah. 8, how much? 1. If there is no number from which denominator could be 100, then just we will multiply 100 upon 100 by given fraction. Remember, this should be 100. This should be 100. Now let's simplify it. It would be how much? 60 upon 100. This is 60%, and this is 500 upon 1 second. It can be simplified. 4 2s and 50, 2 2s and 25. Yeah, what else? Nothing. Then here 25 for 25,000. 5 5s are 25, 2 5s are 12. 125. Final is 125 upon 2 multiple 100. 2 multiple 100. Now it can be cancelled by 2. By 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 6 are 12. Then 5. 2 is 4. 62.5%. 62.5%. Here we can say that who ate more? Dinesh ate more. How much? How much more? 2.5%. Then Aman ate. Okay, 2.5% more. 2.5% more. This is how can be found that who ate more. Here fraction was given. And we did like that because of number of denominators are not same. Were not same. That's why. Next. Next is which is something different. Let's see what is it. Now read it carefully. Read it carefully. That's one. If you score 90% marks in your exam, which contains 5 subjects. From 5 subjects, if you are scoring how much? 90% from 5 subjects with 100 numbers, with 100 marks. 5 subjects. There are 5 subjects, and each subject are with 100 marks. One subject is of 100 marks. Second subject is of again 100 marks, like that. So 5 subjects multiple 100 will be how much? Total will be 500 marks. 500. From 500, how much did you score? From 500 marks, how much did you score? Here there is a given what percentage. So you scored 90% from 500, which is in 90, which is in percentage, not in number. So exact what is the number of 90% we are going to identify. We are going to find. This is what you scored. You did score, but it is in a percentage, not in exact number. Not in exact number. So to know what is the exact number of this given percentage, we are let's solve it. This is given 90%. Okay, it can be written like that. Here how much? But 90%. 90% of 90% number of this to find out number of this given percentage of 500. Meaning of this is here what multiple, and it is like that. We just simplified it. Now we can cancel it. So here, that's it. No. Here, 2 5s up and 10 5s. 2 5s. Here is how much? 45. 45. Then 1 second. Is this okay? So how much? How much did you score? 450 marks. And here percentage was given of this, which is 90%, which is 90%. You can also say 90%, but you wanted to be clear in numbers, then this is 450 marks which you get as well. Now let's say you have scored how much? 84% in intermediate. You did a score how much? 84% from 500 number. So of 500, 84% of 500 would be how much? Let's say. Two fives are 10 fives. Two fives. 34. 5. 5 fours are 20. 8 fours are 40. 42. How much? 420. 420. This is in number of 84%. You know that I did a score 84%, but exact in number I don't know how much I score. How much I did I score. So exact number is what? 420. From 500 you have a score. Like that, we know. Next. This is a question. Ready? Yeah. In a survey of 50 students, this is the total student. Okay. 50 students, 80% of 50 students like science and 20% of 50 students like how much? Like arts. So 80% students like science and 20% like arts. Okay. How many students like science? Only science. This. So we know 80%. How much? 80% of students like science, but in numbers. So 80% of a total, which is 50. Okay. After simplifying it, final will be what? Numbers of students of science students which lacked what? Science subject. 80% multiple 80 upon 100 multiple 50. So 5 2 4 are. So 40 from 50 students liked science, like science. How much? 40%. No, no, 40 students, not percent. 40 students from total 50 students like science. As well as it can be found that 10%, 10 students, 10 students from 50 students liked what? Arts. That is very easy, isn't it? Yeah. Kishan was saying there are total students which is 50, and you are told that 80% of students, 80%, how much? 80% of students like science, as well as 20% students like art. Now tell me in numbers what is the exact number of students which like science in numbers. Okay. Okay. So how much? 40 students like science. Next. Read it again. This is the next one. What is that saying? It is saying 22% of 25 students are interested in mathematics subject. How many are not interested? How many are not interested in mathematics? How many? Remember, how many? So this number is given, which is it is saying that 22% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. So how many from 25% are not interested in mathematics? Already we know in percentage it can be told that 28% students are not interested in mathematics. But the question is not saying that it is in percentage. Question is in number of 10. Okay, in number. Already, whatever we have given, 22%. 22% of 25 students are how much? If we now 22% in numbers, then we can find how much numbers of students are not interested in mathematics from 25 students when we will have exact numbers of given percentage, which is 22%. Now after simplifying it, what 25 20, yeah, it will cancel by 4 7 4 1 3 2 80 80. This is number of students. This is number of students. This is number of students. Okay. 18 number of students. How much? 18 number. Now We can't say that 18 students are not interested in mathematics. We can't say, because this is telling that 80 number of students from 25 students are interested in mathematics. How much? 18 from 25. Now, question is saying that how much are not interested in mathematics. So we can tell from here what if 18 students are interested from 25 students, just to subtract 18 from 25, then there will be one not interested person who are not students who are not interested in mathematics. 18 7 students. How much? 7 students are not interested in mathematics. Okay. How much? 7. And this is our final answer. Okay. This is how we need to understand what is the question saying. Question was not saying that how much find how much are interested, how much students are interested in mathematics. No. Question was something else. Question was saying that how much are not interested. You have given students who are interested in mathematics, which is 72% of 25 students. But it is saying that find how much are not interested in mathematics subject. 7 students. How much? 7 students. And already you know what the percentage of this of 25 students is how much? 28%. Already you know. Okay. Now next. Look at this. It is saying true. Find true or false. Which one is true? Which one is false? Which is false? Which is true? It is saying it is. This is with the answer. It is saying that 6% of 8 is 48%. Let's see. Let's check out it. 6%, which is 6 upon 100. How much of 8 is 48? If after simplifying it, there is a number which is 48, then we can say this is correct. 4 to the okay 50, 2 to the and 25 okay, no problem. Next, what else? 6 to the 12 upon 25, 5 5s are 25, and 3 4s are. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. Number is what? 12 upon 25. So 48 is not of this. 48 is not for this. Next. 6 upon 5 is equal to 30%. Let's check. Oh, then there should be what 100, denominator should be 100. So it can be multiplied by 20 to make the denominator 100. Then 20 will be multiplied with the numerator. 6 to the 12, 5 to the 100. 20%. Okay, this is also incorrect. Now let's check next. 6 hours is equal to 25% of per day. This is 6 hours, okay. So let's simplify it because it is in simple. That's why 25 upon 100. Here this is hour and this is a day. In a day, how much hours? 24 hours. 24. Now it's time to simplify it. 12 to the, then 15 to the, 25 to the, 6 to the, and it is how much? 50. So 6, yeah, 6 hours. This is right. Right. Wrong. Wrong. Correct. You can see. Statement was given with the answer, but statement Kishore was saying check it is the statement correct or not. It was saying that 60% of it is 48, but our answer is what 12 upon 25, which is not right. Next 6 is to 5 is equal to 30%, but here 5 is 120%, which is not equal to 30%. That's why it is also incorrect. Next, which is 6 hours is equal to 25% of a day. After simplifying 25% of a day, finally is 6 hours, which is correct. Correct. It is correct. It is wrong. No.